I feel happy to share that I have been nominated for Professor V.K. Kushtgi Excellence in Teaching Award 2023. I thank our management, Namana Trust, principal for providing this opportunity. As a part of this program, today I will presenting talk on composite materials. I heartily welcome my colleagues and my dear students for the presentation. So composite material nowadays, it has become a new trend in all the sectors due to its unique properties. So in that view, today I will presenting technical talk on significance and application of composite material. I, Dr. M.S. Tattimani, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering. These are the contents. So, first, we'll try to understand what exactly is the composite material. Then, classifications, importance, why composite materials are important. Then, applications, disadvantages, and conclusions. So, what is composite material? Composite material, it is a combination of two or more chemically distinct material. I mean to say that chemically different material results in improved properties. So here, as compared to their individual constituents, the composite material have good mechanical properties. The composite material may be natural or synthetic. So these are the some of the natural composite materials and synthetic composite materials. So wood and bamboos are natural composite materials because the bamboos and woods are available in nature, so we can call it as natural composites. So wood is containing the cellulose and lignin. So cellulose in the wood that will provides the strength to the fiber, and lignin acts as a glue. So that bonds and stabilize the fiber. Second example is bamboo. Bamboo is a wood, so it is a hollow cylindrical structure. So because of their hollow cylindrical structure, light in weight yet stiff structures. So for designing and developing the fishing poles and golf club shafts, they have taken the bamboo structure as a reference. Human beings are used composite material from thousands of years. The first synthetic composite material was used in 1500 BC in Egypt. So in Egypt, they combined the mud and straw, they manufactured the bricks. So those bricks are used for the construction of their houses. Classification of the composite material. Composite materials are broadly classified based on the reinforcement and based on the matrix. Based on the reinforcement, again classified into particulate composites, fiber reinforced composite, structural composites. Again in the fiber reinforced composites classified into carbon fiber, glass fiber. Based on the matrix, we are classified into ceramic, polymer, metallic. Again in the polymer, thermosets and thermoplastics. So as we know that insects such as honeybee, that will be sitting very comfortably on the leaf without falling down. Why? Because of light in structure. So this Mother Nature inspired to develop the composite material, particularly lightweight composite material. So why composite materials are important? So as most of the people know that while traveling in the aeroplane, the luggage is the restriction. You know, luggage is the restriction. Why? The more weight will not support the aircraft structure. Understood? So more weight will not support the aircraft structure. So because of that reason, lightweight materials are preferred for the aircraft industries, and we require more strength. So composite material will exhibit lightweight, more strength material as compared to the normal engineering material. So because of that reason, the composite materials are preferred in the aircraft and the aircraft industries. And as compared to the aluminum or steel material, the composite material light in weight, stiff structure, very high strength, and strength to weight ratio is very high. And I will take one more example: sports shoes. So sports shoes, before release to the market, that sports shoes undergoes a fatigue loading, that is nothing but cyclic loading. Why they will conduct the fatigue strength of that material? Because how much fatigue strength of that material under the cyclic loading. You got it? So because of that reason, the composite material have better fatigue strength as compared to the normal engineering material. So similarly, some of the mechanical properties like tensile strength, compressive strength, shear strength, toughness, hardness of composite material are better than the normal engineering material. And as compared to the steel, the corrosion resistance of the composite materials are good. So because of all these criteria, the composite materials are very important in all the sectors. Next, I will move to the application of composites. So application of composites in automotive sectors, particularly in car. You can see it here. You can see in the image the outer structure of the car windows, rear glass, front glass, window glasses are made up of the carbon fiber reinforced composite materials. And for example, particularly bulletproof windows are made up of polycarbonate composite materials. So in continuation with the automotive sectors, so in North America, the bus industries, they delivered 200th bus. That is nothing but compo bus. So that compo bus is made up of the composite material. So here in the compo bus, particularly the body and chassis are produced using the glass and carbon fiber composite material. Why they used glass and carbon fiber composite material? Because of their light in weight, good strength, and corrosion resistance. So again, this lightweight, good strength, corrosion resistance, in turn that will help to increase the efficiency of the vehicle. And you can see here the outer body of this bus is made up of the glass and carbon fiber composites. But chassis are invisible in this sketch. It is not visible. So here in the front lower side, the chassis will be there. So one more example. In the France, they used a composite material for the production of the sailing boat. So that sailing boat is composed of carbon fiber and titanium material. Why they will add a titanium material to that sailing boat? Because to increase the strength of that material. So as compared to the bus, that compo bus, here we required higher strength. Why means at a certain speed, that submerged coils can lift the hulls above the water surface. So to sustain that high speed, we required higher strength for that sailing boat. Because of that reason, they add titanium material to the carbon fiber to increase the strength of the sailing boat. I think most of the people are near from Lakshmeshwar and Gadag. You might have seen windmills. So while developing the windmills, the three important criteria they will consider it. One is weight, strength, and corrosion. So while developing the windmills, the wind blades are light in weight. Why? Because at a normal speed, the blade can rotate. So because of that reason, the lightweight is preferred in the development of the windmills. And second one is strength. Why you required high strength composite materials? That wind velocity reaches the certain cutoff speed, the wind velocity will be very high. Due to that high wind velocity, there is a chances of damaging the wind structure. To sustain that high wind velocity, we required higher strength wind blades. So because of that reason, high strength composite materials we have to use for the development of the windmills. And third one is very important parameter, corrosion. So as compared to the normal engineering material, the composite material will exhibit good corrosive property, because the windmills are exposed to the environment. So there is a chances of corroding the wind blades. So to avoid the corroding of the wind blades, so we have to use the composite material for the production of the windmills. I will move to the chemical industry. So very strong acids and chemicals are more reactive to the engineering materials. So in the chemical industry, the storage of the chemicals and acids is the big task. So the composite materials are less reactive to the acids or the chemicals. So here fiber reinforced plastic tanks are used to store the strong acids and the chemicals, because the composite materials are less reactive to the acids and the chemicals. So next I will move to the communication and space sector. So in the communication and space sector, most of the components are made up of the composite material. So the composite materials are also used in sports and recreational sectors. Nowadays, most of the sports bicycles are made up of the composite materials. So this table shows the statistics of composite material usage. So here I have taken the aircraft industry example. So Boeing 777, so that launched in 2000. You can see it here, 11% of composite used and 70% of the aluminum used. Why they used 70% of the aluminum? So because of the aluminum is in light in weight, so because of that reason they used 70% of aluminum. You can see it here, Boeing 787, they launched in 2007, they used composite 50%. Just you see here, just a span of 7 years, the composite material usage increased from 11 to 50%. That means there is 39% increase in the usage of the composite material just in a span of 7 years. And you see here, there is a drastic reduction in the usage of the aluminum. Why? Because the composite materials are lighter than the aluminum materials and have good strength as compared to the aluminum. So here I have taken the example of the A380 model aeroplane. Here I will explain what component is made up of which composite material. Generally we are telling it composite materials are we have to use it for the car outer structures, body of the bus, but particularly here I will explain what component is made up of which composite material. For example, you take vertical stabilizer. So that vertical stabilizer is made up of armide fiber. And you take it radome. So that radome is made up of glass fiber. And see here, that outer wing is made up of carbon fiber. And see here, that wind paning skins. That wind paning skins made up of the hybrid composite. So that hybrid composite, it is nothing but combination of carbon and glass fiber composite materials. So like that, different materials are made up of the different composite material based on the requirement. Requirement in the sense strength and other properties. So next I will move to the composite materials used in medical field also. For example, in dental, so that composite materials are used for the dental brushes. So in dental brushes, they used particularly nitinol alloy material. So why they used nitinol alloy material? That nitinol alloy material will have a unique properties. So that nitinol alloy will guide the teeth based on their body temperature. With respect to the body temperature, so that will guide to the teeth to form the exact brushes or exact frame. And also, if any teeth is decaying, so to fill that gaps or to fill that hole, so the composite materials are used. And also teeth cap, that is crown. Crown is also made up of the composite material. And next I will move to the artificial limbs. So wide variety of composite materials are used to create a actual limb, such as silicon, titanium, acrylic resins, thermoplastics. These materials are used to give the strength to the limbs. To create a lifelike structure, lifelike appearance, that is nothing but actual how the limb is there, that appearance should be there. So to create lifelike appearance, so we have to use acrylic resins and leather material to give the actual appearance of the limb to the artificial limb. Next, I have taken the general applications. So in 1997 in Denmark, they constructed pedestrian bridge of 130 feet long. They used composite material for the construction of this bridge. And in 2004, they used composite material for trek bike in the France. In 2005, they used composite material for Swedish Navy. So next is limitations of the composite material. So why the composite materials are not used even though we have this much good properties and the light in weight? Because the composite materials are generally expensive. And the recycling of the composite material is a big task. So because of that reason, so the composite materials were not used that much. And second and third point is the manufacturing of the composite material is very difficult, and also that is a very slow process. Why means the traditional machining process like lathe machine operations or drilling machines operations, milling machine operations are sometimes it is difficult to carry out the machining operations on the composite materials. So because of that reason, shaping the components on particularly composite material is very difficult, and sometimes it is very costly as compared to the normal engineering materials. So here I have taken the example of the where the component is failure because of the debonding process. So in November 1999, America Cup boat, so they developed the Young America boat. So while developing the Young America boat, they used the sandwich structure for their development. So they used a sandwich structure for the Young America boat. But that boat is failed due to the debonding. So this is the usage of the composite material in all the sectors or in different sectors. We can see here, so in aerospace, 15% of the composite material used. In pipe and tank, 12%, construction 16%, electrical and electronics 16%. Means in almost in all the sectors, the composite materials are used. So lastly, I will conclude it. The usage of composite materials is increasing ever since and is expected to dominate in all the domains in the days to come. So composite nowadays, you can see it, the composite material dominating in all the sectors. And second very important point is the properties of the composite material. So the properties of the composite materials are such that the performance resulting in the improving the systems. For example, you take automobiles. So if you are using the composite material for the development of the automobile components, so indirectly our results in that usage of the composite material increase the efficiency of the vehicle. So I have taken the example of the Compo bus. So they used a composite material for increasing the efficiency of the bus also. And third important conclusion here. So just I have discussed the America boat, Young America boat. So that Young America boat is failed due to the debonding. So while constructing the any components, so we have to cautiously take care about the debonding process and what are the bonding processes are there and what are the different bonding methods are there and what are the different shaping methods are there. So while we have to take care about that while developing the any components by using the composite materials. Thank you. Any questions?
Machining process can be used for composite material.
Okay. So it's a very good question. So already we discussed it. The composite material are light in weight and high strength. So if generally traditional machining processes like lathe operations, drilling operations, milling operations are cannot be used on the composite materials. So we can use the non-traditional machining processes like laser beam machining, plasma arc machining, electron beam machining. These processes can be used for the machining on the composite materials.
It is possible to produce
Yeah, composite material can be used for the development of the jigs and pictures. Because of already we discussed it, the composite material will have very high strength. So you can use the composite material for the development of the jigs and pictures. Any other questions? Any questions? Thank you.